first you need to know it's okay. You can still get here, maybe not at the exact time you wanted to get to Korea, but you can still make it in the exact year. So what you want to do first is rethink when and where you want to be in Korea and when you want to be actually here. So some programs will let you be here in the same time frame you wanted to be here in the first place, but some will maybe set you back a month or two, but that's still okay. And you might not be exactly where you wanted to be. Like if you wanted to be in Seoul, you might not be there. So what you want to do is rethink what area you want to be in, because then a lot of opportunities can open up to you. Then you also want to rethink if you want to be in the public or in a hagwon. So a hagwon is a privately owned academy that students go to sometimes before public school starts and then after public school ends. So the downside with that is sometimes they're not very stable, and there is a lot of problems and horror stories that goes along with hagwons. So you should definitely research the hagwon that you go to. And if you do want to take a hagwon, you should, if you get accepted or if you get a job offer, you should go to waeguk.com or .org and post your contract and see what other people think of your contract, because that can really help you if you are thinking, oh, this contract looks really not so good, or maybe I didn't know this contract was going to be so horrible. But you should definitely look that up. Next, what you can do, if you still want to be in a public school, you don't want to go through all the ins and outs of a hagwon, you should go to Days ESL Cafe. Now, just go to the postings. There's a lot of postings of other recruiters that's not going through EPIK, and some are still going through EPIK, but there's a lot of people that are recruiting for people for directly going into a different public school. So you can find a lot of those, a lot of different recruiters, and I think there's a recruiting company called Canadian Connections or Canada Connections, something like that. And they will put you directly into different public schools without EPIK. With me, I did not pass the EPIK interview, but I still got here in the year I wanted to be, only a month after I actually wanted to be here. So I got here in March. I initially wanted to be here in February. So I went to Days ESL Cafe and I found Korean Horizons, which put me in the Incheon area and put me directly in a public school. So if you still want to be in public, I suggest going to Korean Horizons, and I will put the information down here, but you should definitely try them and see if you can get into a public school that way. If you have a TOEFL degree with at least 20 hours in class, you can get into different provinces. But if you don't worry, Incheon is where you can be. So just contact Korean Horizons and send in your email, or send an email to them with your resume and follow the steps, and there's a really good chance that you can still get here. So those are my tips, and if you have any other questions, if you want to know what my home looked like, or if you want to know how I actually went through the process with Korean Horizons, just email me and I will help you along. So bye!